North Carolina has one of the largest estuary systems in the United States. Our estuarine waters are home to thousands of species of marine creatures. This estuary also serves as a nursery area for both local and migratory fish. While these waters once provided what seemed like an endless supply of seafood, many years of destructive fishing techniques have left us with a shell of what once existed. Arguably, the most destructive gear that is still used in North Carolina is the shrimp trawl. In North Carolina, approximately 90% of shrimp are harvested with an otter trawl. These nets are pulled behind a trawler and capture any creatures not swimming faster than the boat. The net is kept open by a pair of heavy otter boards or doors that are as wide as a caterpillar tractor blade. These doors bounce along the bottom, along with the heavily weighted lower portion of the net opening, to ensure that nothing can hide below. Otter trawl nets are measured by the distance across the top opening or head rope. These nets have long been recognized as being highly destructive, non-discriminatory killers. Every state on the Atlantic coast except for North Carolina has banned inshore trawling. Trawling rules vary for states on the Gulf of Mexico, where most of the U.S. shrimp are harvested. While all of these states ban or restrict inshore trawling to protect their nursery areas and fragile ecosystems, North Carolina allows trawl nets with 220 feet of head rope in Pamlico Sound. Even some small waters in our estuary can be trawled. In North Carolina, it is common that one large trawler will pull 4 55-foot nets to cover 220 feet of water. When just 6 of these boats line up as trawlers do, they cover more than a quarter of a mile. And when dozens of boats line up in the evening on Pamlico Sound, their nets easily span over a mile. So what is being killed by North Carolina shrimp trawlers? According to the North Carolina Division of Marine Fisheries, the agency that monitors and studies our marine environment, for every pound of shrimp that is captured by a trawler, about 4.5 pounds of non-targeted species known as bycatch is caught and killed before being shoveled back into the Sound. In 2012 alone, over 4.8 million pounds of shrimp were harvested in North Carolina estuarine waters. When you multiply 4.5 times the amount of shrimp harvested, you have 21 million pounds of waste. This bycatch from just 1 year would fill 21,000 regular pickup trucks. When lined bumper to bumper, these trucks would span a distance of approximately 70 miles, or roughly the distance from Raleigh to Greensboro. Numerous studies have shown that the top 3 species found in North Carolina bycatch are croaker, spot, and weakfish. This weakfish is almost 3 inches long, which is about the average size of most of the fish scooped up as bycatch in shrimp trawls. In 2012, the 21 million pounds of North Carolina estuarine shrimp trawl bycatch would contain about 10.5 million pounds of 2 to 3 inch croaker, spot, and weakfish. These numbers can be used to calculate that in 2012, approximately 210 million estuarine croaker, spot, and weakfish were killed by North Carolina shrimp trawlers. So this leads to the obvious question: does this destruction have a quantifiable effect? The current stock status of some important inshore fish is staggering. Of those directly affected by shrimp trawlers, oysters, which are hurt by destruction of the seabed, are at only 10% of what they were in 1950. The supply of southern flounder and weakfish is depleted. Croaker and spot are listed as concerned. Fish such as croaker, spot, and weakfish are a major source of food for species such as red drum, speckled trout, and striped bass, which are also listed respectively as overfished, depleted, and viable, but with some concern. The entire estuarine ecosystem is connected, and the destruction of hundreds of millions of juvenile fish by shrimp trawlers obviously has far-reaching effects. So is all of this destruction worth it? Well, here is an important fact. The shrimp industry claims that hundreds, if not thousands, will be financially affected by banning inshore trawling. But with only 74 boats harvesting 70% of the shrimp in North Carolina, the truth is, this is not an industry led by small family fishermen, but one of large corporate boats. If inshore trawling is stopped in North Carolina, fresh local shrimp will still be available, and the folks who catch our shrimp will still be shrimping. They'll just be doing it out in the ocean like all the other shrimpers on the Atlantic seaboard. The reality is, our finfish can no longer sustain the amount of senseless killing that is caused by shrimp trawling within our estuaries. Please, tell your lawmakers to put an end to inshore shrimp trawling in North Carolina. The price is just too high.